Patrik Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com, where we provide tailor-made solutions for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomies, and where we also provide tailor-made solutions for hospitals and intensive care units at home, whilst providing quality care for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomies at home. Otherwise, medically complex adults and children at home, which includes home BIPAP, home CPAP, home tracheostomy care for adults and children that are not ventilated, home TPN, home IV potassium infusions, home IV magnesium infusions, as well as home IV antibiotics. We also provide port management, central line management, PICC line management, as well as Hickman's line management, and we also provide palliative care at home. We are also sending our critical care nurses into the home for emergency department bypass services to keep ED beds empty. We have done so successfully in the past for the Western Sydney Local Area Health District, their In Touch program. Today, I wanted to talk more about our advocacy and also where it actually starts for clients and their families. So, for example, currently, we have an inquiry of a patient in an ICU in Australia, which is where we are based. And the client in ICU is a young patient who has a hypoxic brain injury after an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. And now ICU says, they wanted to withdraw treatment on the patient, whereas, the family has reached out to us and said, could he have a tracheostomy and could he go home with a tracheostomy? And the ICU keeps saying that, it wouldn't be, quote unquote, in the patient's best interest to have a tracheostomy, and that it wouldn't be ethical, and that they should be proceeding towards end of life and withdrawing treatment. Now, from my perspective, and I have worked in critical care nursing for nearly 25 years in 3 different countries, where I have also worked as a nurse manager for over 5 years, and I was part of setting up intensive care at home in Germany in the early 2000s, and I've been setting it up here in Australia. It's been one of my frustrations, and it's been one of the frustrations from many families in intensive care that, patients are being told, or families are being told, to quote unquote withdraw treatment, and that would be ethical, but prolonging life with a tracheostomy is not ethical, so it would be more ethical to let someone die. I've yet to find where the ethics are in that, especially when it comes to young people in particular, but even young or old, it all comes down to patient and family choice and nothing else. So here is really where our advocacy starts, and we have successfully advocated for tracheostomies in intensive care for our clients. And especially now in 2024, and for many years now, the NDIS is funding nursing care up to 24-hour nursing care, which means the NDIS can help free up ICU beds with our service, for example, intensive care at home. An ICU bed costs around $5,000 per bed day. Intensive care at home is approximately 50% of that, right? So with all of that said, the ICU also needs an empty bed, which is often where ICUs are basing their recommendations on. In this situation, they want to withdraw life support on this patient and want to let the patient die, which, in my perspective, it's not ethical at all. This is a very young patient, and again, the patient would qualify for the NDIS with a disability, probably going forward with a hypoxic brain injury. And why do we not preserve life as a society, right? It's a question to ask, and certainly something we value here at Intensive Care at Home. We preserve life, and we give patients and families a second chance to continue their care and treatment at home with intensive care at home. And again, it provides a win-win situation, because patients and families don't have to, quote unquote, live in ICU, right? And they can improve their quality of life. And in some situations, quality of end of life at home, including palliative care. Once again, after having worked in critical care nursing for such a long time, including intensive care at home, it is a much better situation to have palliative care or end of life care at home than it is in an ICU. It is a no-brainer. And with intensive care at home, we are providing only win-win situations for all stakeholders. And we give patients and families a choice to have care at home, which is what they want. So I still don't understand what's the rush in letting someone die, especially when there are other options out there, right? And I don't take the argument of limited resources in ICU, because you can take those resources out of ICU into a home care environment. It's a much better environment, and we can stop thinking about limited resources. It's only perceived, and the reality is that everything that happens at home is so much better for patients and their families, and it's also much better for hospitals and intensive care units, because we are freeing up beds. So I hope that helps you understand how we can walk patients and families through the advocacy right from the start, including get patients and their families onto the NDIS, because we're also providing level 2 and level 3 NDIS specialist support coordination, but we're also providing TAC case management in Victoria. Now, with intensive care at home, we are currently operating all around Australia in all major capital cities, as well as in regional and rural areas. And we are NDIS approved service provider. TAC in Victoria, WorkSafe in Victoria, iCare in New South Wales, NIISQ in Queensland, iCare in New South Wales, and DVA, Department of Veteran Affairs, all around the country. Our clients also receive funding through public hospitals, private health funds, as well as departments of health. We are the only provider in Australia in 2024 that has achieved third-party accreditation for intensive care at home nursing. No other service provider has achieved a higher level of accreditation in this field. And we are also employing hundreds of years of intensive care and critical care nursing experience combined in the community. And I believe that, once again, is unmatched in 2024. No other provider brings this high level of skill into the community. And no other provider in Australia can look after a higher acuity in the community. So, and if you are at home already and you realize you don't have enough support, or you don't have enough funding, whatever setup you have isn't working, right? Or if you are stuck in ICU or in a hospital with a similar situation that I just described, please reach out to us and we can help you with the right team, with the right funding, with the right advocacy. We wouldn't be in business if we weren't involved with the advocacy from day one. Like I said, we're also providing level 2 and level 3 NDIS support coordination, and we can help you and your family to get onto the NDIS. We're also providing TAC case management in Victoria, and I have done an interview with our NDIS support coordinator, Amanda Richards. She's also providing TAC case management, and you can check out the interview with Amanda below this video. And if you're an NDIS support coordinator watching this and you're looking for nursing care for your participants, especially when it comes to ventilation, tracheostomy, etc., please reach out to us as well. Or if you're looking for funding for more nursing care and you don't know how to advocate for it, again, I also encourage you to reach out to us. We can help you with the advocacy, and we also provide NDIS specialist nursing assessments done by critical care nurses. And if you are a critical care nurse and you're looking for a career change, you might have come to the right place. We're currently offering jobs for critical care nurses with a minimum of 2 years critical care nursing experience, ideally with a postgraduate critical care qualification in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Albury, Wodonga, Bendigo, Warragul, as well as Albury, Wodonga, and also in Geelong. Now, because we're offering a tailor-made solution for our clients and their families, which includes regular staff on regular teams, our clients want to have the same staff coming over and over again because they are very, very vulnerable. It's all about building critical relationships and having regular staff and stable teams. This also means if you are potentially looking for agency work and you sort of want to come and go, this may actually not be the right fit, because we're looking to engage with you on a long-term basis, and our clients want to engage with you on a long-term basis. So it's all about building these critical relationships long-term, so that it remains a win-win situation for everyone. And if you are an intensive care specialist or ED specialist, we also want to hear from you. We are currently expanding our medical team as well. We can help you eliminate your bed blocks in ICU and ED for your long-term patients or for your patients that come in regularly. We're here to help you take the pressure off your ICU and ED beds, and in most cases, you won't even pay for it. And if you're a hospital executive watching this and you have bed blocks in your ICU, ED, and respiratory wards, please reach out to us as well. We can help you. Lastly, if you're in the US or in the UK, we can help you there privately if you need help. Once again, contact us at intensivecareathome.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website or send us an email to info@intensivecareathome.com. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families with intensive care at home and intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, share this video with your friends and families, and comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have from this video. I also do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification for the YouTube live if you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel or if you are a subscriber to our email newsletter at intensivecareathome.com. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrik Hutzel from intensivecareathome.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.